Today we will discuss about our first topic, what's OSI model. Okay, dear? Okay. So OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. Okay, dear? Next, it is it is a reference model for networking, communication, or interconnection. It is a reference model for networking, communication, or interconnection. Okay, dear. Next, it is developed by ISO from 1979 to 1984. Okay, dear. So, our first question is why we need OSI model, right? So, let me explain you with an example. This is our one system. This is our another system. This is our another system. Okay, dear. This is of IBM company. This is of Apple company. This is of IBM. Okay, IBM. So, same vendor can communicate before the OSI model. Different vendor cannot communicate or cannot share data to each other. This is why we need the OSI model. This can share the data. This cannot share that. Let me tell you the rule and regulations before OSI model. Okay, dear. Rules and regulations before OSI model. First is same vendor devices can communicate. Second is same vendor devices can able to send and receive data, right? Okay. Different vendor cannot communicate. Different vendors cannot receive or send the data. Okay. If you want to understand the networking deeply, so you must aware of OSI model. Okay, dear. So Our OSI model has 7 layers of intercommunication. So our first layer is application layer. Second is presentation layer. Third is session layer. Fourth is transport layer. Fifth is network layer. Data link layer. Next is our physical layer. Let me rewrite this on another side. Okay, dear. This is our sender side. Let me tell you how layer work on receiver and sender side. Okay. This is our sender side. This is our receiver side. So how the layers will work? Just like from the sender sides, layer will work from application layer to physical layer. Okay, dear. And to receiver side, it will work like physical layer to application layer. Okay. So let me start with the application layer. In this layer, there is data generation. Also, we can say this layer as a human machine interaction layer. Okay, dear. The example of this layer is Google Chrome or MS Office 365. In this, we can generate our data manually with a machine. Like we can add, subtract our data content in the MS Office. We can create our data in MS Word like this. Okay, dear. This has 4 protocols. What? HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, TFTP. Okay, dear. HTTP stands for Hyper Text Transfer Protocol. HTTPS stands for Hyper Text Transfer Protocol Secured. Okay, dear. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. TFTP stands for Trivial File Transfer Protocol. Okay. So let me give you the example how this will be done. This is our system. This is our ISP providers, internet service providers, and this is our server. Okay, dear. So system will provide request to the ISP server. They will provide the request to the server. Server is where our website is contained. Okay, dear. So what is our website? Website is a combination of some text, files and images and videos. Okay. So the HTTP sends the request to the server and server will provide you the data or a website, right? Okay. So HTTP has a domain name just like this. HTTP www.abc.com as a website has any domain name or which has a protocol. HTTP protocol is to send and receive data in a form of plain text. Send and receive data in the form of plain text. Okay. Password is also plain in this. Okay, dear. Next is our HTTPS protocol. This protocol is secured or provide the encrypted data. Let me show you. See this. This site is connection secure. Just like it has a HTTPS, right? And also the encrypted data. Okay, dear. I think you are understanding these topics. If you have any issue, please comment me. Next is our FTP protocol. This protocol will work in the TCP IP protocol. In this protocol, we can upload or download the data. Work in TCP protocol. Will run on TCP protocol. Okay, dear. Next is our TFTP. TFTP will run on UDP protocol. Discussion will be done on transfer layer of this. Okay, dear. Okay. Next, the rules and regulations after OSI model. Okay, dear. There is no practical implementation of OSI model. Only this is a reference model. Okay, dear. Working model is TCP IP model. Let me also show you this. Dear, see this. Internet Protocol version 4 TCP/IP model. Next is also the TCP. So our working model is TCP/IP model, right? Okay. So let me go to our next layer, that is the presentation layer. Okay, dear. In this layer, the data compression and decompression will be done. Okay, let me write this. Next, data encryption and decryption will be done. Data translation will be done. Presentation of data and controlling network devices will be done. Okay, dear. So what is data translation, right? Data translation is convert generated data into computer language. Computer language such as dot doc, dot html, dot pdf, dot jpg, etc. Okay, dear. So our next layer is session layer. So our first question is, what is a session? Session is a time taken to do some activity. Okay, dear. Session time taken to do some activity. Okay. The initiate session. There is three type of session will be done. Initiate session, monitoring session. Next is termination session. On the first initiation session, we will do the authentication. Okay. Next, monitoring is the maintenance in which we do the authorization, then the counting, then the termination. Okay, dear. So let me give you one example on this. This is our machine. This is our data. So initiation will be done from here. Okay. So the data will be sent to the another device. Acknowledgement will become, and the initiation is at 11. Start at 11 and ended at termination is at 0. 5 minutes I have given the total session duration. Okay, dear. So in the monitoring, we will do the 3+. Initiation is the starting. In the monitoring, we will do the 3 steps. We can also say this process a 3A. First is authentication. Second is authorization. Third is accounting. Okay, dear. In the authentication, we can check data is valid or not. Okay, dear. In authorization, we can check is your network is capable of sending or receiving data. Next, in accounting, we have the information of maintain of session. Okay, dear. In this, the data maintain how much the time sessions will remains or how long it will do. For how long session initiate, when session started, when session terminated, how much data forwarded. This all done in the maintenance part. Okay, dear. Next is our example. ATM, right? First, we have to put our PIN. What is the step? Authentication. Next, balance check is authorization. Are you capable to borrow the money or not? You have this much of amount in your account or not. So the checking of the authorization. Third step is booking. 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 Accounting. In this, they can maintain how much is the amount and how much the session initiated and others. Okay, dear. So our next layer is transport layer. This layer is responsible for transmission of data via TCP protocol or UDP protocol. Okay, dear. Slicing of data will be done, or we can say that is segments of data. UDP stands for User Datagram Protocol. User Datagram Protocol. There is two type of protocol there of transfer layer. First is TCP. Second is our UDP. Okay. TCP is a transmission control protocol. TCP stands for transmission control protocol. Okay, dear. So, what is the TCP? TCP is a slow protocol, reliable, guarantee for no loss of data. Slow, reliable, guarantee of no loss of data. This will do three-way handshake. What do you mean by three-way handshake? Let me explain you this thing after UDP. What done in the UDP? UDP protocol is faster, unreliable, no guarantee, no guarantee of data loss, no three-way handshake. Okay, dear. So let me explain you what is the three-way handshake. There is one system, there is another system. Okay, dear. So I send one data to my another system, right? But this mean is sync signal. Okay, dear. From that, what we get sync plus acknowledgement that we receive the data. Sync plus acknowledgement. Third, we send the acknowledgement to our another data that we received that your acknowledgement. This is known as three-way handshake. Okay, dear. The sender will send the data in just this way. This is my data. Okay, data will share in the bits, as you all know. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, dear. So first, what done? This. Our one bit of data go. Then we get the sync and acknowledgement. After that, we send the acknowledgement to this. So this is the three-way data handshake. Okay. Next is our UDP. UDP done by this is our sender side. This is our sender side. This is our receiver side. The example of UDP protocol is video call. If we lost the connection, we didn't receive the data, right? This is fast. In video call, we have no issue of late sounding, right? So the sender will send the data, receiver will receive it. No acknowledgement will be sent, no three-way handshake will be done. Okay, dear. Example of this is video call or live streaming, we can say. Live streaming. Okay, dear. So, mode of data transfer. First is our simplex mode of data transfer. In this, device either send or receive the data. Devices send or receive the data. Okay. Second in half duplex. Just like a hub. Either send or receive the data, but not at same time. Okay, dear. Third is our full duplex. At the same time, one can send and receive data. Receive data. Example is router, switch, or firewall. Okay, dear. Next is our network layer. Network layer is a logical addressing, or we can say that IP addressing will be done. Routing, best path selection mechanism, different network communication. Okay. Routers, multi-layer switches. Next is our data link layer. In this, the MAC address layer. We can say this MAC address. In this, encapsulation will be done. So what is the meaning of encapsulation? Encapsulation is adding some data to existing data. Okay, dear. MAC address is of 48-bit MAC address in the form of hexadecimal. Okay, dear. Communication will be done on basis of MAC address. Okay. Next is our physical layer. It is in form of bit transfer. Our data will be transferred. Okay. So here we have completed our first topic, the OSI model. In the next video, we will discuss about the IP address. Okay, dear. If you have any query, please ping me in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Have a nice day.